Happy Tuesday and welcome to week 3. I'm so proud of you guys. That week 2 discussion, everyone was just really into the reading, following through. Discussions were dense. Little bit about open versus closed practices. I agree with everyone's statements. I think we had a lot of good points from both views of closed and open. In my experience, as you approach high school, in a high school setting, that should be a closed practice, obviously. It's during the school schedule. Not many parents can go. I don't see the importance of parents really being involved or present. High school season is much shorter. It's scholastic, it's education based. And then that kind of follows through to junior college and college. I completely agree. That's a closed space. That's where the independent athlete really gets to explore their craft. And it's not necessarily for the parents or the audience. That's what the games are for, and that's what the support's for. Let's tap into club, though. I have a completely different philosophy. We have financial involvement. We have subjective positioning, how we're placing them on a team, maybe movement from year to year. I remember back in my day, aging myself, there was only like 3 clubs in my area, surrounding area. So you were only clubs, Laguna Beach, Saddleback, or kind of driving up north a little bit to Orange County Volleyball Club. The rest were in San Diego and Long Beach and above. So for me, there was years when I was on a twos team. Our twos teams ranked really high. Years on ones teams, I'll never forget. We had a 17 ones team. We had 2 girls at the 18s level that just couldn't make the 18 ones team. So we decided to actually take that 17-1, make an 18-2. And what was so cool about that was we beat our 18 ones. It was like a 17-1 hybrid at that Las Vegas showcase. So, you know, numbers don't really matter, but there is a lot of movement. There's a lot of coaching. The way we kind of scaffold coaching is interesting in club to me. I have a lot of kids where I'll coach them. They'll come back. They'll want to be a coach. And now I'm in a mentorship role of coaching. And they'll be like, I don't want to coach the little kids, you know. I want to coach the older girls. I'm really good with the older girls. I'm really good with the older guys. And for me, I actually think the best coach starts at the developmental level. So like I was able to coach 12, 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s. The only level I technically ever did not coach was 17s, but I did in a high school setting. And that's really broad from 14s to 18s, and you could have freshmen on varsity. There's a lot of movement there, but kind of full circle moment. I think club is a great opportunity for open setting and for parents and guardians to watch and see and be involved and engage from a spectator setting. I like that the court is like a sanctuary space. I want to say that was Lauren or Leilani, where they said like they're not allowed on the court, but we have a safe space for them to watch. I 100% support that. I think it's important. I think it builds buy-in. And, you know, unfortunately, there's politics with club. But at the high school setting, there's a little less. The college setting, there really is very little. I knew one time I had a libero and her parent got very involved, and she's 21 years old. You know, she's a junior, and she almost was dismissed from the program because of her parents' behavior. And to me, I loved that. They were setting boundaries. They were protecting adult athletes from their craft. So it's really to a point where it's like, no, you don't have a say in this playing time process. And so there's advantages to both. There's disadvantages to both. But I think when you hit a certain age, that's when there's no disadvantage to a closed practice. There really isn't. We're all certified, safe, and doing the right thing for right kids. So there's no need to not have privacy because it's an environment where we're learning and cultivating a specific atmosphere of greatness. So I loved the discussion. It was great. Everyone turned everything in on time, responding to each other. Grades are in. Proud of you. This week is our last kind of light week, not in regards to reading. I mean, Dreaming Like a Champion, we're already at chapter 8 to 10, Chasing Greatness. We're already at chapter 6 to 8. So we're moving along. A lot of dense reading. And if you check out the videos this week, that one video, I'm like Kelly Chang, I could watch it over and over again. I'm not a beach player. by trade. Indoor is my craft. While I loved beach and won some tournaments here and there, it was not what it was for me as indoor. And just listening to her offensive strategies and us tapping into offense and defense this week really opened your mindset. You're like, wow, she's taking explosive movements. They're strategizing on, basically a 2-contact attack, and she really breaks it down. So from a sand context, love that video. I'm excited for you guys. Defensive strategies, I will say it and I will say it again. Defense wins games. Offense gets people to go to the games. Offense is fun. It is cool. It is why my 5'10" self went to a smaller school so I could be an offensive player. But at the end of the day, your defensive stats, the way your passing performance controls your offense, it's everything. Few more digs in that game is just a few more opportunities. The hustle brings the momentum, the coverage, everything. It creates an atmosphere to be offensive and attack the play. But defensive is very much attacking the ball on our side, controlling our side. Love defensive strategies. Defense is my game. So I think it's very important. So I'm excited for you guys. We're deep diving that today. It's going to be great this whole week. I will check in with you guys on Thursday. Love the discussions. Let's keep that up. That's pretty much it. We got a few videos to watch, some chapters to read, and some discussions to communicate with each other. Let's continue that conversation. Let's continue working as a team. I'm really loving that we have such a broad group. Between the 5 of us, we have collegiate, JUCO, multiple club levels, multiple club and high school levels. So it's very diverse. I'm not quite sure many of us have been coaching the boys side that much, and that's kind of unique to this group. I've coached boys at only the high school level. I've never done club. I've observed club. I've covered club. My husband did club volleyball for a long time, so I got to see that. It's interesting. It's different. I will say, when I was coaching boys, the game is the same, but the mindset and the way you set up the game is different. Defensively, we can't always run the same routes. Athletically, there's a lot more gameplay to be had. So going back to that Kelly Chang video, you really are playing the same pass, set, hit game, the same serve. It is volleyball, but it's much different in dynamics, net height, versatility, vertical. So I encourage you guys to tap into watching the guys play, seeing the differences. The last thing I want to leave you with is from a defensive position, having a back row attacker is so important. And I think our national championship year, we called it a BIC. Some of you can call it like pipes, quicks, C's, just different names. But I think having options in the back row as in a 4th attacker and opening up that court space with 6 people on the court, it's huge. It's huge. I loved having the opportunity to do a back row attack. And I think at the club level right now, 14 to 18U, if we can really tap into always having a 4th alternative or a 4th offensive option, especially when maybe our setter's getting taken out, this is a huge advantage versus a free ball, versus a down ball, versus a giving up a play. It is offensive, it is aggressive, and it is keeping the momentum of the game strong. So something to consider, food for thought. Are we always providing maybe a 4th option? Where's that 4th option coming from? Another food for thought, attacking on 2. Like, that's something from a sand standpoint that I really enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy this week as well. On that note, let's have a great week 3. I'm so excited for you. We're moving along in this journey, and we got a few weeks to go, but I'm very excited to start reading your paperworks and assignments and us like building our projects and working towards that culminating project for our entire master's program. So you guys have a great week. Let me know if you need anything. My email is always available if you ever wanted to jump on a Zoom, ask some questions. Maybe you're getting a little ahead of the game for assignments 1 and 2. I look forward to talking to you soon, and you guys do your thing. Volleyball's best.